The Newton's law of motion are three laws that describes the mechanics when a body is in motion. Newton firstly introduced the three laws through a piece of work entitled Principia Mathematica Philosophiae Naturalis, which is written in Latin and was firstly published on the 5th of July, 1687. So here are the three laws. The first law refers to the word inertia, means that the object stays at the same condition as it currently is. An object that is at rest stays at rest, and objects that move will keep moving and in constant velocity. Here is a pair of stormtroopers who seem to be at rest. Then a hand comes and flicks them away. The flick causes the stormtroopers to move from its original position. This is from the external forces. Another force is gravity, that can bring down an object towards the center of the earth. The car is moving by the force from a hand. It stops moving because of friction. Friction is the resistance from the surface caused by the material or the texture making an object move slower. The grounds have bumps causing the car to move slower and stop. In this scene, we see a group of stormtroopers. They seem to stand steady and balance. This means they have balance force. Balance force can be seen by a steady and equal ground surface and is where at least two forces have equal magnitude and opposite direction. Meanwhile here, Captain America and Iron Man are standing in surfaces which isn't flat. They have unbalanced force due to the bumpy grounds. An unbalanced force is where the forces are not equal and are not in exact opposite directions. The unbalanced force can make the objects fall easily. Meanwhile here, objects with balance force can stand steady and won't fall easily. The second law is the total external force applied in an object equals to the mass of the object multiplied by the acceleration. In simple words, force equals mass times acceleration. Here, force is applied in Scooby-Doo's mystery machine. When the force is big, it makes the car go faster and further. The smaller the force is, the smaller the acceleration will be. Newton's third law of motion describes that if there is an external force applied to an object, the object somehow will react with the same amount of force in the opposite direction. In this pendulum, one ball is pulled from the left side, and based on the third law, one ball swings back automatically in the right side as a reaction. It will keep going, but because of gravity, it ends up stopping. Here, a coin is on top of a card. Under it is a transparent container. The card is flicked and removes the base of the coin. Because of gravity, the coin falls to the container. Here, the coin stays at rest, based on the first law, but due to the gravity, it falls. Two basketballs with the same amount of mass are dropped from two different heights, but because they are from different heights, the ball dropped from a higher place has a more force and gives a bigger reaction compared to the other ball. You can see from the ball's height reaction here. This is a different situation. There are two objects with a different mass. The basketball has a bigger mass compared to the colorful rubber. Similar to the previous example, from the second and third law, the ball has the same acceleration which is due to the gravity, but as they both hit the ground, the basketball has a bigger reaction compared to the rubber. In this case, with a large amount of force, the ball is thrown to the ground. And with the third law, action-reaction, the ball hits the ground and goes back up to the basketball hoop. Two objects with a very different mass is dropped into a plastic bottle. The pen has a very small mass, so it doesn't destroy the bottle. Meanwhile, the basketball has a very large mass, so it destroys the bottle. This is based on the second law. A bigger mass with the acceleration due to gravity will form a stronger force, while small mass would not make enough force to destroy the bottle.